ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ in case let me see. Hello, good evening everyone. I am Dr. Jaya and today we are going to discuss about the hair loss. There are some common questions which comes in our mind, like what are the causes of hair loss? So hair loss has the most diverse causes. Among the most common causes are nutritional deficiencies like anemia and genetic patterns, thyroid changes. So in hereditary patterns it's more common in male, that is called as male pattern baldness, and in female it's called female pattern baldness. In female pattern baldness, the difference is that the frontal hairline remains the preserved and hair on the back and the top of the head are mainly thinned out, so you will feel like a widening of your center partition. Now what is the difference between hair loss from the root and hair loss caused by the breakage? When the hair falls spontaneous with the root, it means it has already gone through all the stages of hair cycle like growing, resting and falling stages. That could be normal or that could be abnormal due to the disturbance of the hair cycle. And when the fall is caused by the breakage, then it's a sign that there was aggression in the shaft, and the aggression could be in the form of chemical or physical. Chemical aggression in the forms of dyes, straightening or improper treatments, and physical aggression like brushing too hard or excessive heat of hair dryer. But there are some other genetic causes that could cause hair shaft damage. One question that comes in our mind is, does blow drying lead to hair loss? Yes, that is a physical aggression to your hair shaft. So using a blow dryer daily can increase scalp dryness and causes hair breakage. And the same goes for styling gear like tongs. Towel and air dry your hair, save the blow dryer and styling for special occasions. So the normal, what is the normal hair fall? Means how much hair if you lose every day. So it varies in men and women. In women, if you lose 50 to 100 strands per day, that is quite normal. But in men, about 25 to 50 strands loss per day is quite normal. And most of the normal hair fall we don't even notice. And if you want to understand that the hair fall is normal or abnormal, you just run away your hand steadily through your scalp. If around 5 to 7 strands comes in your hand, then it's normal, and if more than 15, then that could be a cause of abnormal hair fall. Does dandruff causes hair loss? Not directly, but it make your scalp flaky, itchy, and due to constant scratching it make your hair root brittle, and which leads to hair loss. So one must treat the dandruff as soon as possible to prevent the hair loss. Does frequent combing causes hair loss? Combing your hair a couple of times a day is not a cause of hair loss, but it should not be harsh, it should not be on the wet hair. The strands that fall are often already at the end of their cycle, so this hair fall can be considered normal. Even everyday washing of your hair is not a cause of abnormal hair fall. One question is that breastfeeds women lose more hair in the postpartum period, but that is not due to breastfeeding. That is because during pregnancy, due to hormones, hair stays longer in the growth cycle and then falls more in the first 6 months postpartum. The condition tends to normalize within 1 year after delivery. Does shaving increase hair growth? No, it doesn't. This is a false notion born out of the fact that a shaved strand of hair appears sharp and dark at the tip. The actual hair follicle which influences your hair growth is deeper in scalp. So shaving is not affecting your follicle. Now what about the accessories like helmets and hairbands? Yeah, helmets, tight hairbands, clips, they can cause your hair to break. So who wear helmets over an extended period of time often notice tiny bald patches So simply tie a bandana around your hair before you slip on a helmet. For ladies, wear headbands only when required. Avoid tying your hair too tightly. What about the stress? Yes, stress is a very common cause of hair fall. If you are under a great deal of pressure at work or have a stressful life at present, then it will affect your hair cycle. Excessive stress causes your body to release stress hormones like cortisol, which impact upon many areas of your body, including your hair. This type of hair loss is usually temporary, and once the cause of your stress is removed, your hair cycle will function as normal. Is smoking a cause of hair loss? Yes, excessive consumption of cigarettes over a longer period of time will cause hair loss. The reason behind that, it will affect the blood circulation around the hair follicle. So unhealthy or dying follicles lead directly to excessive hair fall. So what's the difference between permanent and temporary hair loss? There are some reasons that could cause permanent hair loss and some reasons that could cause temporary hair loss. So there are some genetic factors that may lead to permanent hair loss. But if due to some problem like medication or pregnancy or any illness, that's a temporary phase and your hair will grow back. Can children face hair loss? Yes, children can also face hair loss, and it's a sign that they are unwell. A bad diet, a fungal scalp infection, or some other sickness like a viral fever may cause a child to lose hair. There are many treatments about the hair loss. It depends upon the cause, upon the age, upon the whether you are female or male or a child, so it varies. But in last, if you are looking for a hair restoration surgery, then it involves transplanting hair follicles from the back of the head to the front, because hair follicles at the back of the head are generally resistant to balding, and post surgery these follicles begin to grow hair normally, and that surgery is always done under local anesthesia, and the results are permanent. So this is all about. Now you can ask any question that is coming in your mind. Any queries? Good evening. The oil. Yeah, about oil, I would say that coconut oil is the best oil, because it's not only a conditioner, but it has more benefits, like it prevents premature graying of your hair. About conditioners, I would not say that it's compulsory. It depends upon what is the texture of your hair. Means if it's more dry, brittle, then if you are not using any harsh shampoo, then you may not need conditioner. So it depends upon the condition of your hair shaft. This is similar to if you have a dry skin, then you need to apply moisturizer, otherwise not. For child as well, the coconut oil is the best oil. Yeah, minoxidil, if you have started applying minoxidil, you have to use it for lifetime to sustain the growth you have. To increase the hair volume, if your roots are spared, if it's not affecting your root, then the only answer is minoxidil. At the age of 35, yes, you can increase your hair volume by applying minoxidil for long. Hair fall, yes, it's a part, it could be a part of post-COVID effect, because in even not post-COVID, in all viral infections it may happen. This is it's a kind of stress to your body. So as I have already told you, that post-stress hair fall is quite common. Yeah, diet for hair, you must take biotin rich diet like soya products, especially protein intake should be proper. All the necessary nutrients, zinc, iron, everything should be in proper balance. Okay then, thank you for joining the session. Old hair fall, yeah, minoxidil, actually minoxidil is mainly prescribed for the male pattern baldness. So we can say that it's the regrowth of all old hair. Actually, it increases the blood circulation and it increases the length and the size of the hair shaft. So you'll feel that it converts your vellus hair into your terminal hair. Yes, whey protein supplement is very useful for hair fall, to prevent hair fall, because protein is a basic requirement for your hair. So you must take protein, and whey protein is a good option. Otherwise, in vegetarians, the protein intake is not enough. So one can add this kind of protein, whey protein. Graying of hair, graying premature, graying of hair. Graying is quite normal after a particular age, but if it's premature, before the age of 20, that could be due to nutritional deficiencies, and if it is hereditary, then it's very difficult to prevent this. But if it is due to nutritional deficiencies, that you can prevent it by taking proper nutrition, and there are some medications as well for this. In last, I would suggest that if your hair is in falling stage, then you should avoid vigorous massage, and just you apply a oil with the gentle massage to increase the circulation. It should not be vigorous, and you never comb your hair when they are wet. You always let them dry, and then only you comb. No, I have already told that it depends upon the cause of hair loss. So I can't say exactly means what can you do for hair loss, because I don't know what kind of hair loss you are having. First, we need to explore the reason. So for general hair care, the proper diet and the proper washing using the proper shampoo that should be mild, and conditioner as per your needs, and frequent shampooing and proper shampoo. So that is the general care of your hair. It depends upon the type of your skin. Means if you are facial skin and your scalp skin is oily, then you should not keep the oil for longer time. it can increase your dandruff problem, and it can make the your facial skin more oily. So you can apply only 1 to 2 hours before shampooing. Yeah, that we have already covered. Yes, stress can increase the hair fall due to some stress hormones like cortisol affect the hair follicles. So this is I would say this is the most common cause nowadays. Okay then, I think enough we have discussed about the hair fall. Okay, bye and take care.